Renting versus buying in Austin, Texas in 2025. This question isn't just important, it's critical. With rising interest rates, changing rent prices, and new developments popping up left and right, easy to fall into the analysis paralysis. But don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'm breaking down the real pros and cons of renting versus buying in Austin right now, using fresh market data, real life scenarios, and a few hard truths most people don't tell you. Stick around to the bonus section where I share a little known strategy that could save buyers thousands this year. Let's get into it. What is the market like in 2025? To make a smart decision, you need a snapshot of today's market. Median home prices in Austin are around $525,000. Average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment, about $2,000 a month. Interest rates are hovering about 6 to 7%. Inventory slightly improved, but the demand is still strong. We have the largest amount of inventory in the Austin area right now. Bottom line, it's not a full buyer's market, but it's not a full rental market. It really depends on your financial situation, your goals, and your lifestyle needs. Let's break this down. Pros of renting: flexibility. Move in when you want, explore new neighborhoods, no strings attached. Lower upfront costs. No down payments, no closing fees, no inspections. The landlord covers maintenance. That leaky faucet, no problem. Not your problem. Lower short-term financial risk. It's not tied to a mortgage. Here's the cons of renting. You're building someone else's equity, not your own. Rents are rising about 3 to 6% year over year, although it has dropped significantly, about 9% from the last year to this year. Limited control over customization, pets, lease renewals. No tax benefits for long-term wealth growth. Okay, who's it best for? Students or short-term residents? Anyone still saving for a down payment? People unsure about long-term plans or just new to the Austin area? All right, let's move on to buying in Austin, the pros and cons. Pros of buying: build equity and long-term wealth. Fixed monthly payment with a fixed rate mortgage. Potential tax deductions on mortgage interest and property taxes. Freedom to customize and truly make the home your own. Austin real estate has shown strong appreciation over time, generally about 5% year over year. Okay, let's move on to the cons of buying. Upfront costs, down payment, inspections, and closing costs. Property taxes are often high, about 2 to 3.5% of the home's value here in Central Texas. Maintenance is on you. Leaky faucet? Yeah, now it's your problem. Less flexibility. Selling takes time and effort. Who is buying best for? Those planning to stay in the area or in the home 3+ years. People with stable income and good credit. Buyers looking for long-term financial stability. Moving on to a cost comparison, renting versus buying. Let's put real numbers on this. Example, renting a 2-bedroom in South Austin, $2,000 a month. Buying a $350,000 home with 5% down and a 6.5% rate is $2,500 a month to $2,700 a month, PITI. At first glance, renting wins on monthly costs. But here's the kicker. That rent, 100% is gone every month. That mortgage, building equity, getting tax benefits, and riding potential appreciation. Over 5 years, rent $120,000 plus spent, 0 return. Buy around $30,000 plus in equity, tax deductions, and a home that likely increases in value around 3 to 5% year over year. Still, buying only makes sense if you're ready to make the commitment. Let's move on to the lifestyle factor. Look, this isn't just math, it's real life. Ask yourself, do you love trying new areas and having 0 strings? Renting might be your best move. Want to plant your roots, customize your space, and build wealth? Buying could be a lot smarter. Family on the way, travel a lot for work, that could swing things either way. And don't forget, Austin's neighborhood range from urban lofts to quiet cul-de-sacs. Think about how you actually want to live, not just what Zillow tells you. Moving on to the bonus section here. A strategy for 2025 buyers. Here's something a lot of people still don't know. You don't need 20% down to buy a home in Austin. 5% down is very common right now, but you can do as low as 3 or 3.5%. There are down payment assistance programs for first-time buyers. Builders in the suburbs like Hutto, Elgin, and Manor are offering all kinds of promotions and concessions. Interest rate buy downs, closing cost credits, free upgrades and incentives. New construction is a great path for first-time buyers. On to the pro tip, talk to a lender before you start shopping. You might be closer to buying than you think. So, what's the verdict? Renting versus buying in Austin, it's all about your timeline, your budget, and your goals. Both can be the right move depending on where you are in your life. But if you're thinking about long-term, building equity through homeownership can be a powerful financial step. But, and this is a big one, do not move to Austin, Texas in 2025 unless you watch this video right here. Don't move to Austin, Texas in 2025 unless